this ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lag. Whole squad all dressing all black. Every single last one of them got my back. Hey, 20 of us, that's 20 goons.
Well, this venue will host Super Bowl 55 in a couple years' time, but for now, we've got non-playoff football here at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida. With the echoes of cannon blast still ringing in our ears from the north end zone, the Bucs were introduced a moment ago, and they are all set as their guys will do battle with Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Ready. 95-56, 95-56. Kill.
Throwing on first down is Brees. And this one complete to Smith. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Brees now. And the pressure gets to Brees as he's taken down. Jason Pierre-Paul in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. Able to avoid him at the 40. 34 yards on the return. But for a moment, looked like he had a shot to go all the way. And the Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. The second-year man from USC, this is Ronald Jones. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Marcus Davenport in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on 3rd and long. From the gun, Winston. This one complete to Scott Miller. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Quick pass out to Miller. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him. Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. He's got a man complete. He got 29 yards that time. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 36. This is Alvin Kamara, who made the Pro Bowl in each of his first 2 NFL seasons. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Working from the gun. It's Breeze. Flushed out right. Finding Gabriel complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 14.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Kamara trying to run inside, but nothing there. It was Jason Pierre-Paul who was able to get him down. If you're going to run against this unit, especially down here, just beware. I mean, they're the top rushing defense in the league.
Yeah, and then they go ahead and they double down with the whole thing because you think, okay, let's throw the ball. Oh, yeah, that's...
And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Taylor Gabriel, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer first. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 right at the 40. And they try to sweep to Jones. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a 6-yard loss on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long.
Ready. Blue, ready.
He'll find Miller. That's complete. 20. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Scott Miller, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Working out of the gun, Winston. And this is going to be hauled in. So they get the 2-point conversion. And now they have an 8-6 lead. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Breeze. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Snags it for a pick, and they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. On first down, it's Jones. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Winston, a handoff. This is Jones. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 9 yards on the pickup there as he'll be left with 3rd and 1. And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
For a Buccaneers first down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Ready. Blue lady. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Twist, twist.
They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. 25 yards as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Well, they ran the toss, trusting he had the speed to get to the edge, and he did.
And there really wasn't any doubt about that because the scouting report told you that this guy could flat out run. When you give him a little bit of space and a chance to get there, he usually does.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window? And he's going to lose a yard or 2, taken down behind the line. Ndamukong Suh in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. To throw, it's Breeze. Open man, Taylor Gabriel. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the night. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ndamukong Suh, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. They'll run on first down. Jones. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third. They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. On the counter, here's Jones. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They missed a field goal earlier, so possibly as a result, that's why they're going to try to go for it here on 4th down. Throwing, Winston. Open man is Howard, the tight end. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Jameis to throw it. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Ready.
Off the play fake, Winston. Airing this one out for Evans. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And that'll make it 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Winston. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So on 4th down, out comes the Bucs free agent signee Bradley Pinion to punt. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Ready.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Tight dog. Three, Timothy.
They run with Logan. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
He was brought down at his 49-yard line. A gain of 4.
They run again with Logan. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
That's what I do. Watch the ship. Watch the ship.
On third down, here's Jones. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up fourth down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
We're pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10.
Ready.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here at half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Now Breeze. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44, and the return stops at the 39-yard line. That pick, his 9th on the season.
Remember we were kids and you were playing Little League Baseball, and they penciled you in the 9 spot in the order? That wasn't so good, was it?
Were you in the 9 hole?
Or you played the 9 position, right field? That wasn't so great.
That wasn't. You're picking dandelions out there.
Exactly.
But the 9 picks.
9 picks. You want that in a big way. That's a great season.
Heck of a season. 9 yards is the pick up there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard.
Check your hot read.
They're going to try and run this with Miller. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. He went backwards 7 yards, setting up a tough third down. On third down, Winston. And he's got a man. It's the tight end, Howard, complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer first down. On first down, it's Jones. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Now a give right side. Logan, he's got the first down inside the 10. And finally down at the 9-yard line. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now Jones. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. One back in the game. That's Jones. 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
3rd and goal. Winston. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Jameis Winston. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Or are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Back now in Tampa. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the 4th quarter of play. Drew Brees, 6 fourth-quarter comebacks a season ago, and that led the NFL. He'll try to deliver another one. Now a nice throw here. He hauls it in. 12 yards there, good for a Saints 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Shotgun now for Brees. He's got Thomas yet again complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now, Brees again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Remember, throughout my career here, defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Carlton Davis picks it. Room here to run. There he goes left side. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
No gain on this defense, no gain. Check. Hey, thumb. Flip it.
Following the interception, Winston. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead.
Saints 13. Bradley Kenyon to kick off for Tampa Bay.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Well, we'll see if they can do it here. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Credit the sack to Vita Vea. The Saints on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. And the pressure gets to him again.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Breeze now to throw. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Jones. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? Looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
On 1st down, Jones. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll try to throw now. Winston. The quick slant caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. And he's got his tight end, Howard. It's a Buccaneer touchdown. O.J. Howard, his 5th touchdown now on the year as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and that will bump the lead up to 26. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Throwing again on 2nd down. Breeze, and he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 14 yards is the pickup. 1st down, New Orleans. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Buying time to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing it.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the 1st down. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Breeze going to go on 4th down. And he's going to be sacked back on his side of the field at the 44. Shaquille Barrett. And that will force a turnover on downs. Winston here to throw. And this is caught by Evans. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. The first down throw for Winston. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. And Breeze is going to go down in the end zone, a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it.